Hi. I thought I would do a little video in response to Amber, who posted, "Let's talk about decks, baby." And she wanted to know basically our first decks that we worked with and what we're working with now. So I've seen a few video responses and I thought that's something I could talk about. So the first deck I had, let me get this over here. The first deck I actually ever had was part of a really cheap one of those packs, like Learn Tarot packs that came with a book and just ugly cards. And because they were so ugly, I just could not use them. I was just like, this is horrific. And it kind of put me off tarot for a bit, because I was like, well, I like the idea, but if this is not cool. I am apologising, by the way, if you can hear the rain. I've got to walk the dogs in this rain shortly. Anyway, so that was the first deck I had, but I didn't really work with it. The first deck that I really got and worked with was Shadowscapes. And honestly, I still work with it and I still love it, and I just think it is amazing and beautiful and easy to read, and I could rave about it forever because it is a deck that has really connected with me and that I fell in love with when I first saw it online, and then when I got it I was like, this is incredible, wow. And I felt it was really easy to read. There's so much imagery to get hold of and to learn with, and so Shadowscapes, yeah, winning at tarot. I know some people, it seems to be like a Marmite deck for people, like some people love it and they rave about it, and other people are just like, I don't get it at all. Which I suppose is the same for most decks, but there you go. So that is my apologies if you can also hear my mother going, woo! I have no idea what that's about. So yeah, Shadowscapes, first real tarot deck that I worked with, still working with it now. My first Oracle deck that I got was Doreen Virtue's Magical Unicorn Oracle cards. And I bought them because I love unicorns. Who doesn't, right? And let me get some out. I will show you them. That's the backing. And to be honest, they're cute cards, but they all seem to be very airy fairy, happy clappy, you know. And that's lovely when I'm feeling a bit down and that, and I just want, you know, a happy message, happy thoughts, you know, but also, it's not all, I don't think, I think the artist is actually several artists, and I have no idea where it says, but should have looked this up beforehand, but I'm sure it's more than one artist, because some of the art is totally different to other cards, and some of them I love, some of them I do not like. Not that I don't like the card, the message in the card, I don't like the image on the card, and so yeah. I don't use them as much now, which is a shame, because I mean it's you know, my first Oracle deck. But I recently got Crazy Sexy Love Notes, which is an awesome deck, and I've been using that quite a lot. And Soul Cards I also have. I don't know what, I wouldn't call that an Oracle deck really. It's not a tarot deck, obviously. I'm not sure what you would call it, I think it's just Soul Cards. But I love that for shadow work. Anyway, the tarot deck that I'm currently working with is, if you follow me on Instagram you will have seen it like all over the place, It is Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. And I bought it because I went through a collected tarot. I was like, I really want a new deck. I fancy a new deck. Well, I don't really have anything that I'm mad for at the minute, you know? I've got a wish list, but none of them really were screaming for me to buy them, kind of thing. So I went through Eclectic Tarot and nosed at all the different decks that might appeal to me or might not appeal to me, basically. I went through all of them. And this was the one that I was like, wow, that looks really interesting. And I bought it for the art, basically, because I love the artwork on it. And now I'm working with it. I am going to do like a review or my thoughts or something of it, because some of the cards I read and I think, wow, that is bang on. And others, I think, I really don't get it. I don't, and I read the little white book, and it's not a great little white book. But you know, I read the little white book and I'm like, no, I still don't get it. I have no idea where you're coming from on this message for this card. You know, it doesn't line up in my mind with Rider-Waite-Smith. It doesn't line up with, you know, the actual little white book meaning, and I just don't get it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. We will see. I need to work with it a bit longer. And my current Oracle deck that I am working with is the one that apparently everybody is working with at the minute, Wisdom of the Oracle, which I actually saw a review of last night. I think I saw it. I think it had been up for a while before I saw it, but I actually watched it last night, and I forget who did it. Tara by Anya, maybe? And they were saying, she was saying that it's a bit like I've just said about Doreen Virtue's Tarot, Magical Unicorns Oracle. That it's a bit airy-fairy and happy and blah blah blah. I don't find that. With Wisdom of the Oracle, I'm actually finding that the messages, even though the artwork on it, I love. Really, really love it, which is why I bought it again. I've got to stop buying decks just for artwork. But the messages, some of them are quite, not dark, but deep. And I've had some really profound messages, you know, from it. And I love it. And I feel like if I work with it consistently for a while, I'm going to build a really good bond with it. Like I am going to. The feel of it is just incredible. It feels like it's hugging my soul. Does that sound crazy? But it does. It feels like it's hugging my soul, and I love that. And so that's why it's on my altar, and why I'm working with it, and probably will be for the foreseeable future, because it's beautiful and amazing, and I love it. What other decks have I got? I haven't got a huge collection of decks, so I should be able to name these without going in my deck drawer. I have Louis Royau's Dark Tarot. That I was like literally this close to trading or selling it, and I did a reading for a friend with it, because I just thought, yeah, feels like the, you know, this reading calls for this deck. And I'd been reading for myself with it, and I was like, no, we're not getting on. And I did this reading for my friend with it, bang on. Like, not kidding, it was just like, wow. How accurate can you be, you know? So I'm keeping that for the time being, at least. If only to read for him with it. Is that terrible? Yeah, I have Shadowscapes, I have Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. I think that's it, actually, tarot card wise. So there's probably more that I do have, but I can't think of them right now, which is terrible because I don't have a huge collection. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about decks now, and go and walk the dogs in the rain. So that'll be fun, and I will see you soon. Bye.